Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the kitchen. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm actually watching my video and then I'm gonna dub it with a voice here, narrate it because the audio came out really bad in this video. Today we cook them with Spam. You know, I'm gonna mess with the camera a little bit. Uh, Mess with the camera a little bit more. Looks like you're gonna get to see my feet in this video. Again, we're cooking with Spam today, kind of open. I shot all this in one take, so I'm just gonna narrate it all in one take. Hope you don't mind. I'm probably gonna struggle to get the Spam out. Yep, here we go. All right, here, bang a little harder, dude. All right, a little harder. You can do it. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. Come on, out the can, out the can, out the can. There you go. Oh, there's Spotto up in the corner. Captain Spotto. He's only got one eye, so he's a pirate. Then throwing stuff away. Bang! There goes the trash can lid. Alright, I should be coming back in the frame any moment now. And here he is. Oh, got a big knife in his hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the Spam into thirds, long ways, like so. What you want to do is make little chunks of Spam about a ½ inch big, maybe a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit smaller, depending on how much Spam you want in your eggs. We cook up the whole can. Can is 16 ounces, I believe, maybe 12 ounces. I'm not sure. It is a whole can of Spam. Been around since, like, I don't know. I think they started making Spam when dinosaurs were still walking the earth or something. Excuse me, need some water. Alrighty. And I will repeat. Gonna make it about the same size as you. Whoa, where am I supposed to put the Spam? Oh yeah, here we're gonna get a pan right now. Got a big old pan for Tuesday morning. Works wonders. I hang them up above stove, so you gotta give them a little bit of a dust out every now and then. Preferably before you cook them. Cook with them. So now I'm gonna put my Spam in the pan. Hold my cutting board down. Don't worry, I'm not gonna cut my finger. Putting my Spam in the pan. Still putting my Spam in the pan. Put even more Spam in the pan. Like I said, about ½ inch size pieces. Spam is, it's called luncheon meat. It's just like processed meat stuff. I mean, no telling what's in it. I don't even want to think about it. But it's good if you make it like this. You can make small little slices of it and maybe grill those. Not for very long though. It's real easy to burn, but it actually tastes good burnt too. Like you can get it like a black crispy, and actually eat it like a finger food kind of way, and it's not bad. It definitely is a flavor that, well, you either love it or you hate it, and that's about it. It's Spam. Either you've had it or you haven't. If you haven't had it and you're on this channel, this is probably the best way to cook it to get the flavor out of it and not be so strong as a Spam flavor. I'm setting the fire right now. We're gonna put it over about a medium heat, and you kind of want to spray a little bit of oil in the pan so it doesn't cook real, doesn't stick. But this is a good dish. It's Spam and eggs if you haven't figured it out yet, and this is a good dish to cook for somebody that is new to Spam because you're gonna get the Spam flavor. I mean, obviously there's nothing else that tastes like it, and it's gonna be laid back a little bit because the egg is gonna kind of settle it down and the cheese is gonna kind of overpower it. Now in this video, I remember when I made this, and I didn't have any shredded cheese. All I had was some cheap slice. Oh, you get that egg too. All right, and then so all I had was some cheap sliced cheese, and you'll see me use it at the end of the video here. And I really don't like to use that kind of cheese with this kind of recipe, but it was a Saturday morning. I had a can of Spam laying around, and these eggs was about to go bad. I think they only had like another week left on them or so, and me and the girl, we worked during the week, so we didn't really cook too much breakfast during the week. So if I wanted to eat these eggs before they go bad, today was the day to do them. So I made Spam and eggs, and I used the cheese that I had on hand. You will notice there's a lot of things like that with this cooking channel if I decide to proceed with this cooking channel, because it's gonna be I'm the kind of person that can look in the refrigerator and say, hey, we got this, this, and this, and we can eat that, that, and that, and we can make this for dinner, you know, and so we're gonna make it happen, Gavin. All right. Now you kind of want to brown up the spam a little bit, which is what I'm doing here. There's heat underneath it, probably letting the pan get heated up over about a medium heat. And yeah, you gotta wipe off the counter, dude. Make sure you don't get the eggs all sticky on the counter, because if you leave that dry, it'll be a sticky spot in the counter, and it kind of sucks, and it'll be sticky all week. I mean, all day. Shake up spam so it's not all cooking on one side. And you get the spam just a little bit grilled by itself, so that way you kind of take the mushiness out of it. Most recipes say to just mix the spam and the eggs together and just dump it in the pan and cook it, but when you do them at the same time like that, the spam is mushy. You know, like I don't know if you've ever ate spam out of the can. Personally, I have not, and I wouldn't want to. But you gotta heat it up a little bit beforehand to kind of give it a little bit of a, not a crunch, but just a little bit more texture than it's got coming out of the can. Believe me, if you take a pinch of it out of the can sometime, you're gonna be, oh, I don't want to eat it this way, and that's, don't eat it that way. So now I'm mixing up my eggs, make sure I get it on camera, and I'm probably saying something real witty right here, like beating my eggs or something, but we beating our eggs, and still beating eggs, and there's a little bit of milk in there. Just gonna do regular old scrambled eggs. You don't have to put any salt or pepper in when you do spam and eggs, because the spam flavor is going to overpower everything, and that's really all you're gonna taste is just like spam, eggs, and cheese. It's like a mixture made in heaven if you do it right. And with the cheap cheese that I use, it's about half right. Works though. Probably a high calorie breakfast. Good if you're going to be on feet all day. We had to drive up to Baton Rouge this day and wanted a breakfast that would stick with us for a while, so we wouldn't have to, you're not stopping to eat anytime soon. You know, if you get you a good little bit of calorie load in the morning. I'm trying to look all cool, shaking my can and shaking my spam in the bottom of my pan. Alrighty. I'm actually going to stop this because my water is empty. And I'm back. I got me a fresh water, ice cold, and I'm still stirring my spam. I see. Got my spoon holder thing. No, I'm just going to get rid of that, I guess. No, here he comes back. Fine. Oh, yep, blow it out. Yep, right over the food. Yep. Oh, yeah, you got to hold my spatula. Alright, let's see. Beat my eggs a little bit more. Because, eggs need a little bit more beating sometimes, I guess. I don't know what to say. Still stirring my eggs. Because if you let the eggs sit for a little while, it seems like they kind of start to separate a little bit. So if they're gonna sit there for a minute while you're heating up your spam, just stir them up every once in a while. Make sure they stay good and beat. We gotta move my spoon holder. And shake up spam. Make sure it ain't sticking in the middle. See how it's kind of sticking over the heat? You want to stop that from happening. That's how one side's gonna get burnt, cooked a little bit more than the others. And it's not gonna be as consistent. Yeah, that's all I'm doing is checking to see. Hey, you just want a good little browning on the on each of the sides. And that's what we're doing here. Probably saying that same thing to the camera on the deal, but audio didn't come out right. There's a big air conditioner in that room. And it's really loud, and it's August in New Orleans, and I had the stove going, so yeah, air conditioner ain't getting turned off. And a moment of silence for, oh, and see, there's that cheap cheese I had. See, and I thought that I had gotten the cheese that wasn't in the separate packages, but I accidentally got the individually wrapped stuff, which is like a cheese food. It's not even like real cheese. And I think now I was starting to complain about it. Yeah. If I wasn't complaining about it then, I'm complaining about it now. I didn't want to buy that type of cheese for our lunch meat. for our lunch sandwiches, but hey, it'll get ate. And we're gonna use it. So we're gonna unpeel 2 or 3 or 4 of them, get it ready to go. Well, I probably just ate one. But that's the kind of cheese I'm gonna use in this. Never buy that stuff in the store brand. You know, the individually wrapped Delios. You know, the ones that are like $1 down on the bottom shelf. That yeah, just don't. If you take anything away from this video, use that knowledge. Don't ever buy that cheap sliced cheese like that in the individual package. I don't even think it's cheese. It's I don't know. It's something between like the rubber off the bottom of a shoe and like cheese flavoring. I don't know. But you see the Spam has changed colors. The Spam is starting to cook on all the sides. Um, oh, here comes my hot rod. Got to oversee things. Oh yeah, we were complaining about the cheese. Stir up my eggs a little bit. We have a Beavis and Butthead coffee cup, in case you didn't notice. Probably bitching about the cheese more. Now you can really start to see how the Spam has changed color from when I put it in. It's starting to get kind of a grilled texture to it. And you don't really want to do that on a really high heat because it'll cook really fast. Once it starts to cook, it cooks fast. So I mean, just a medium heat's all you need for that. Just let it slowly get a nice little grill on the side. And it's going to make some of its own grease while you're doing that too. You just spray a little bit of oil on the bottom of the pan when you first start to keep it from sticking initially. And now we're putting in our egg. And then once you put the egg down, you can jack up the heat a little bit too. You're probably going to see me do that here in just a moment. Unless I already did that before and I didn't notice rewatching this during the narration process. And now you just scramble eggs. I mean, you know, we can watch a dozen videos here on YouTube, or 1,000 videos here on YouTube on how to scramble eggs. And that's what I'm doing. No medium-high heat here. I'm not doing the eggs real fast because I kind of want to cook them into the Spam. Start making sure all the sides of my eggs get cooked, because that's what we do. Yep, just making sure there's no raw egg left in there, which there isn't. Come on, dude, there ain't. You can cut the heat off. I don't know. I'm just rewatching it in the video. Maybe there was when I was standing over the top of it. No, already. I think I already cut the video. I think I already cut the heat off. Oh, just cut the heat off. Ha! I knew it. Yep. And then I don't know. I almost should cut the video off here and just tell you to make it like that, but I'm gonna leave this in here because yeah, 3. All right. I was probably saying something witty right there, like, look, I know how to count. I'm gonna stir this up a little bit more. Oh, I'm just unsticking it from the bottom because it's still kind of cooking. The pan's still hot, even though we cut the heat off already. So give it one more stir so it doesn't burn at the bottom. And then you just, break this stuff up in little strips and throw it on there. And then it'll melt. If you want it to melt faster, you can throw the lid on, but I don't think I did because we probably ate it right away. Like I said, not the best way to do that, but it's cheesy. Am I gonna do one more? One more? Screw it. Why not? Uno más. And if you put shredded cheese over the top of it, I'll put like a half a cup of cheese over it. I mean, it's, you know, the cheesier the better. This cheese is just a different flavor. It's Kraft, you know, it's still the decent flavor stuff, but it's not the cheese I would normally have used. And then just let that stuff melt over the top of it. And it doesn't take much to get that kind of cheese to melt. You can kind of see it in the video, kind of start to just fall into liquidy form and just fall into the little crevices of the spam and eggs there. Yeah, just checking it out, poking it with a stick. Now I'm gonna grab us a couple of plates. Grabbing us a couple of plates. There we go. Gotta have something to eat with. Couple of forks. And dinner is served. Thank you for watching.